Welcome back to the Sports News Analysis YouTube channel. My name is Mike. I'm continuing my Week 15 NFL previews and analysis. This video is for the game between the New York Jets and the Carolina Panthers. This game will take place in Carolina. And Carolina coming off of a disappointing loss to fall to 9-4 on the road to the Saints last week, 31-13. And of course the Jets winning last week versus the Raiders at 6-7, but their playoff hopes sort of flickering. They need a lot to go their way to get in the playoffs, but technically still alive. The Panthers, look, the Panthers are coming into this game obviously wishing they would have taken advantage of the opportunity given to them last week. But look, I expected those two teams to split. I don't think it's the end of the world that they lost that game long-term last week to the Saints. They get the experience, they move on. I think in this particular game, they really have to guard against looking forward now because they have the Saints coming into their building next week. I don't think the Panthers are the kind of team that's going to look ahead. Again, we'll see because they've never had this kind of success before. Okay, with this regime in place, how do they handle the successes and now the failures, and how do they rebound this week? I will say this, though. What they do good, the Jets do really bad. And that can only help Carolina sort of get back into the flow of this game early and maybe make easy work of the Jets. Look, both these teams are tops in the league in stopping the run. All right. Also, okay, both these teams have very good defensive lines and front sevens. Where I think Carolina, though, is going to be able to take advantage of the Jets in a big way is on that defensive front rushing the passer. Whether it be Hardy, whether it be the two young tackles, whether it be Charles Johnson, okay? I think they're going to be able to get after Geno Smith early and often and force those turnovers that Geno Smith is now pretty much known for. I think they'll do a good job against the run, like I said. And look, when you have those Jets receivers playing against any semblance of a good, back seven now, 3 linebackers, 4 defensive backs, when you have them playing against a good defense, it's just very hard for them to get open because they're not that good. You combine that with putting pressure on Geno. I think this could get ugly early if the Jets can't run the ball, and I don't think they're going to be able to. On the defensive side of the ball, games that the Jets absolutely need to win, it's usually when their defense steps up and plays well. But I think this is going to be a situation where the Panthers will sort of wear on the Jets because that defense is going to have to be on the field so long because of the ineptitude of the offense. I think that's going to wear on the defense first and foremost. And look, the Jets are getting Carolina right at the wrong time. Not only does Carolina do everything really good that they're a week in, but they're rolling into Carolina a week after an emotional loss to a rival. They're returning home. They want to get right. I think the Jets are pretty much walking into a buzzsaw here. Never mind the fact that Carolina can make explosive plays. I know they've been conservative this year on offense mostly, but when you have Steve Smith and LaFell going up against that, that Jets secondary that's banged up. Cromartie had a concussion last week. We'll see if he even plays. They've been giving up big plays even with Cromartie in there. When you throw in everything I said, then you add that element to it. I don't think it's going to matter much that Jonathan Stewart's going to miss this game. I think D'Angelo Hall and Cam Newton, I think their legs will be enough to open up the big plays down the field. And again, Carolina's going to come to this game with their hair on fire. They still have a lot to play for. They have 4 losses. Right behind Carolina and San Francisco is Arizona with 5 losses. So they're going to realize the importance of this game and that they cannot look ahead or feel bad for themselves. I think they know that. I think they have leaders to realize that. So I'm not worried about that. I like Carolina minus 11. I know it's a big number, but I really can't see. I don't see the Jets turning over Carolina. So I can't really see the Jets scoring more, okay, than 13, 16 points in this game. So I like Carolina minus 11. Guys, let me know what you think. Hit me up in the YouTube comments. Hit me up on Twitter at @SNewsAnalysis. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. I preview every game every week. I'm starting to talk NFL draft stuff on here as well in the next couple of weeks, and I'm always talking the news of the day. So be sure to subscribe. Thanks for listening. Have a great night.